छात्र मित्रों, मैं आप सबका स्वागत करता हूं। चलिए आज हम हिंदी में भविष्य काल के बारे में चर्चा करेंगे। टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस अबाउट फ्यूचर टेंस इन हिंदी। सामान्य भविष्य काल और सिंपल फ्यूचर टेंस, फ्यूचर इंडेफिनिट टेंस। चलिए, आर यू रेडी? यहां देखिए, लुक एट हियर। ఇక్కడ చూడండి. This boy is telling. This boy says, "मैं स्कूल जाऊंगा." Till now, he not at all reached school, but he says in future, today or half an hour later, he will go to school. So in English, it is very easy to identify that the sentence is related to belongs to future tense because you can observe will in the sentence. Will indicates future tense in English, but in Hindi, यहाँ पर देखिए जाऊंगा, ऊंगा indicates that the sentence is in future tense. My is a subject in the sentence. Ja is a root verb here. The boy says जाऊंगा. So my school जाऊंगा. It is in future tense. Suppose if my is a feminine, what happens? If my is a girl, what happens? देखिए यहाँ पर, look at here. ఇక్కడ చూడండి. The girl says, my school जाऊंगी. Boy says जाऊंगा. Girl says जाऊंगी. Ja is common in both the sentence and my is common in both the sentence. School object is common in both the sentence, but if he is a boy, he speaks wonga. Here she is a girl, she speaks wongi. My school jaungi. So if picture is not there, then how you recognize? You observe the verb. First you observe the verb and you can easily identify that wongi is there. So he is a subject is a feminine. आगे चलेंगे. देखिए, if subject is my, add wongi to the root verb. Object is common, school is common. If subject is boy, my school ja plus wonga jaunga. Boy says wonga, girl says wongi. Here subject is my. Actually, it is a pronoun. All pronouns used as a subject. So my school jaungi, my school jaunga. If you are a girl, you have to say jaungi. If you are a boy, you have to say jaunga. Okay. So like this, we can recognize the gender in the sentence by looking the verb. By observing the verb, we can easily recognize that the subject is in which means subject का gender क्या है. Next, आगे देखिए. यहाँ देखिए. Look at this picture. Here I pasted two pictures. They will eat mango. They will eat mango. You will eat a mango. This girl is speaking that, telling that तुम आम खाओगे. Very easy to identify the gender of the gender in the sentence because here wogi, kha is root verb here and woge is added. If subject is tum, add woge to the root verb in masculine and wogi in feminine. तुम आम खाओगे. You will eat a mango. ನೀವು ಮಾಮಿಡಿ ಪಂಡು ತಿನ್ನದವು. So without pictures, you cannot say that तुम is feminine or masculine. Then you have to go through the verb. आप क्रिया को देखिए, क्रिया का स्वरूप को देखिए. Here woge is added. Here wogi is added. So you can easily identify that the in the sentence तुम is related to a male. And here tum is related to a female. And tum aam khaoge, tum aam khaogi. Kha plus oge, khaoge, ka plus ogi, khaogi. Here kha is root verb. Understand? Okay, आगे चलेंगे. Look at here. Suppose if you want to use आप, if you want to respect others, आप is a respectable word here. ये तो बड़े लोग हैं, big people are there, so we have to use आप. हमसे बड़े लोग हैं, so we have to use आप with these persons. आप पानी पिएंगे, P plus येंगे पिएंगे. P is root verb here. पानी is common in both sentence. आप is common in both the sentence, but here येंगे we add एंगे to P here, we add येंगी to the root verb. So if she is a male, we have to speak that आप पानी पिएंगे. You will drink water. If she is a, if she is a, it is a female, we have to speak that आप पानी पिएंगे. P plus येंगी. We have to add yengi. Total sentence, see, आप is common in both. Up is common in both sentences. Pani is common in both sentences. But P is common in both sentences. But enge here, it means the sentence, the subject is in masculine gender. And engi, the subject is in feminine gender. आगे चलेंगे, ముందుకు వెళ్దాం. वे सिनेमा जाएंगे. Look at the sentence. वे सिनेमा जाएंगे. वे सिनेमा जाएंगे. Here gents are there. They will go movie. At present they are buying tickets. Soon they will go movie. In future tense we have to speak. वे. वे means these people. దూరంగా ఉన్న వాటిల్ని చెప్పడానికి వే అని ఉపయోగించాలి. దగ్గరగా ఉన్న వాటిని చెప్పడానికి ఏ అనేటువంటి అక్షరాన్ని ఉపయోగించాలి. వే మీన్స్ దోస్. వే సినిమా జాయింగే, వే సినిమా జాయింగే. హౌ యూ రికగ్నైజ్ హియర్? వే ఈజ్ కామన్, సినిమా ఈజ్ కామన్, జాయ్ ఈజ్ కామన్. సో ఏంగే ఇండికేట్స్ ప్లూరల్ అండ్ masculine. ఏంగి ఇండికేట్స్ ఫెమినైన్ ప్లూరల్. జా ప్లస్ ఏంగే జాయంగి, జా ప్లస్ ఏంగి జాయంగి. వారు సినిమాకి వెళ్ళెదరు. దూరంగా ఉన్న చెప్పడానికి వే సినిమా దోస్. Those, they are far from us. So when object is far from us, we have to say they. When object is nearer to us, we have to say a. But here object is far from us, they. If you, we have to use they. They will go movie. वे सिनेमा जाएंगे, वे सिनेमा जाएंगी. Next, see here we have to use a. हमारे पास होने वाली चीजों के बारे में बात करते समय ये शब्द का, ये అక్షర का इस्तेमाल हमें करना चाहिए. దగ్గరగా ఉన్న వాటిని సూచించడానికి మనము ఏ అనే శబ్దాన్ని ఉపయోగించాలి. The object is near to us. If we speak about near objects, then we have to use a. A football खेलेंगे, a football खेलेंगी. ये indicates masculine plural. See, खेल plus येंगे, एंगे, we have to join, we have to add एंगे to the root verb. So एंगे indicates masculine plural. ये फुटबॉल खेलेंगे. यहां देखिए, ये फुटबॉल खेलेंगी. गर्ल्स, feminine plural. We have to add येंगी to the root verb. So ये फुटबॉल खेलेंगे. These people will play football and these people will play football. How you recognize? If you look at the verb, if you observe the verb, here खेल plus येंगे, खेलेंगे. If they are related to feminine, the subject is related to feminine gender, we have to use एंगी, खेलेंगी. हम गाना गाएंगे. यहां देखिए नेक्स्ट सेंटेंस. మేము పాట పాడేదాము. will sing. So here root verb is ga. Subject is hum. Subject is hum. In the sentence, subject is there, verb is there. Subject is हम गाना गाएंगे. येंगे indicates plural. Simple. येंगे indicates feminine plural. येंगे indicates masculine plural. हम गाना गाएंगे, हम गाना गाएंगी. नेक्स्ट देखिए, यह पाठ लिखेगा. इफ दे आर small persons, means they are children, we have to use यह. यह పాఠ్ లిఖేగా మీన్స్ మనకి దగ్గరగా ఉన్న వాళ్ళ గురించి చెప్పినప్పుడు మనం యహ ఉపయోగించాలి. దూరంగా ఉన్న వాళ్ళ గురించి చెప్పినప్పుడు వే ఉపయోగించాలి. అంటే సింగులర్. యహ అనేది సింగులర్, ఏ అనేది ప్లూరల్. यह पाठ लिखेगा, यह पाठ लिखेगी. If pictures are not there, then we have to understand that likhega related to male, likhegi is related to female. So by observing the verb, we can easily tell that likhega is plural, likhega is masculine singular, and likhegi is feminine singular. A part likhega, this boy will write a lesson. Here likhega indicates singular and masculine. Likhegi also indicates singular but feminine. Lik plus ega, likhega, lik plus ega, likhega, lik plus egi, likhegi. Next, वह घड़ी खरीदेगा. Look at the sentence. वह घड़ी खरीदेगा. यहां पर कर्ता क्या है? What is the subject? वह. This is object. हम ऑब्जेक्ट के बारे में ज्यादा सोचने की जरूरत नहीं. We are not supposed to think about the object more. Here, कर्ता और क्रिया के बीच में संबंध बनता है. वह is a masculine, so we have to add येगा. खरीद प्लस येगा खरीदेगा. खरीद प्लस येगा खरीदेगा. वह घड़ी खरीदेगी. खरीद प्लस येगी. If वह is a feminine gender, we have to add egi. If O is a masculine gender, we have to add ega to the root verb. वो घड़ी खरीदेगा, वो घड़ी खरीदेगी. Next चलिए. See, now all these sentences indicates future tense. मैं स्कूल जाऊंगा. Here subject is my, so we have to add unga to the root verb ja. Means in future tense, the verb agrees with subject. The verb follow subject. If it is a masculine, subject is a masculine, add unga. If subject is a feminine, add ungi. तुम आम खाओगे, तुम आम खाओगी. Difference is होगी, होगी. आप पानी पिएंगे, येंगे, येंगी. वे सिनेमा जाएंगे, येंगे, येंगी. सॉरी, प्रिंटिंग मिस्टेक, येंगी. ये फुटबॉल खेलेंगे, खेलेंगी. गाएंगे, गाएंगी. लिखेगा, लिखेगी. खरीदेगा, खरीदेगी. Means in future tense, this verb, root verb, agrees with the subject in gender and in number. यहाँ मैंने टेबल बनाया था, आसान है. इफ यू बाय हार्ट दिस टेबल, यू कैन राइट फ्यूचर टेंस very easily. Any sentence you can write without any mistake. Here, all these are pronouns. I told you pronouns acts as a subject always. मैं ऊँगा ऊँगी. This is verb. Don't think about verb now. मैं ऊँगा ऊँगी, तुम वोगे वोगी, आप वे ये हम. These indicates plural. एंगे एंगी. यह वह यगा एगी. यह वह are singulars. These are plurals. This is you. This is my. Means in future tense, if subject is my, add wonga in masculine and wungi in feminine to the root verb. If subject is tum, add voge in masculine and vogue in feminine to the root verb. If subject is आप, वे, ये, हम, add एंगे in masculine, एंगी in feminine to the root verb. If subject is yehwa, yehwa means singulars, and all nouns will come singular nouns. Ladaka, Ladaki, Ram, Sita. Everyone will come under this yah, woh, yaga, yegi. यह स्कूल जाएगा, यह स्कूल जाएगी. So you can change this verb, any verb, take any verb. Don't think that you have to add with the job only. You can take any verb. Khel, sun, daud, chal. You can change this verb, but we are not supposed to change these things. मैं होऊंगा होंगी, तुम होगे होगी, आप वे ये हम येंगे येंगी, यह वह यह गाएगी. If you by heart this table, you can write any sentence in future tense. You can change any English sentence in future tense in Hindi. मैं होऊंगा होंगी, तुम होगे होगी, आप वे हम येंगे येंगी, यह वह यह गाएगी. Okay? आगे चलेंगे. So I'll tell you. Now we are going to form a rule. So in Hindi language, in future tense, the verb agrees with the subject in gender and number. The root verb agrees with subject. క్రియ కర్త యొక్క లింగ వచనములను అనుసరించి మారును. If subject is masculine gender, keep the verb in masculine gender. If subject is feminine gender, keep the verb in feminine gender. If the subject is masculine plural, keep the verb in masculine plural. If subject is feminine plural, keep the verb in feminine plural. भविष्यत काल में क्रिया कर्ता के लिंग और वचन के मुताबिक बदलती है. In future tense, the verb follows the subject. कर्ता पुल्लिंग में है तो क्रिया पुल्लिंग में रहती है. यहां देखिए कर्ता प्रभास आम खाएगा, यहां पर प्रभास पुल्लिंग है. सो वी हैव टू यूज येगा खा प्लस येगा खाएगा. कर्ता पुल्लिंग में है तो क्रिया पुल्लिंग में रहती है. कर्ता स्त्रीलिंग में हो तो क्रिया स्त्रीलिंग में रहती है. यहां देखिए तमन्ना आम खाएगी. तमन्ना इज ए हीरोइन लेडी, सो वी हैव टू यूज एगी. So in future tense, the root verb agrees with the subject. प्रभास मेल जेंडर है इसलिए येगा का प्लस येगा खाएगा. तमन्ना फीमेल है इसलिए खाएगी. So what is the rule? How to by heart or remember the rule? In Hindi language, especially in future tense, the verb agrees with the subject in gender and number. Gender का मतलब क्या है? लिंग. नंबर का मतलब वचन. और भविष्य काल में क्रिया कर्ता के लिंग और वचन के मुताबिक बदलती है. आगे चलेंगे. देखिए. Now we translate an English sentence into Hindi. We'll take one sentence. Okay. We will go to market. We will go to market. First, we analyze the sentence. Here, the sentence is in future tense because here will is there. By looking the sentence, by observing the sentence, we can easily identify that the sentence is in future tense. In English, will and shall we can see in the sentence. We will go to market. So how to change this sentence into Hindi? We learn step by step. Very easy. ध्यान दीजिए. Just watch properly, listen properly. Here I paste the table also. We will learn about the table. So this is subject. These are all subjects and masculine and feminine. Now come to the sentence. We will go to market. We will go to market. First of all, step 1. Take root verb out from the given sentence. What is the root verb in the sentence? Go is the root verb in the sentence. Go is the root verb in the sentence. This is go. And change it into Hindi language. What go called in Hindi? Ja. Okay. First we have taken out the verb root verb. from the given sentence, that is go. Go is root verb here. First, we have to pick out the verb root from the given sentence. The verb root is and change it into Hindi. Ja. Okay, next. Step 2. Pick out the subject of the sentence. Okay, come to the sentence. What is the subject here? In the sentence, subject is we. And market is object. And verb is go. Here will indicates future verb. That verb is in the sentence is in future tense. Will indicates. So now in second step, in step 2, pick out the subject. What is the subject? We. We indicate plural. We means plural and change it into Hindi. Hum. Hum is a plural. But we don't know whether it is masculine or feminine. उसके बारे में बाद में चर्चा करेंगे. We don't know whether it is masculine or feminine. We discuss about it later. But here we will take out the subject hum. Hum. Remember the rule now. Earlier we learned about the rule. What is the rule? In future tense, the verb agrees with the subject in gender and number. मैं वूंगा वूंगी, तुम वोगे वोगी, आप वे ये हम येंगे येंगी, यह वो यह गाएगी. So here in second step, what we did? We pulled out, we pick out the subject. We means in Hindi hum. We means in Hindi hum. Step 3. Now look into the table where you can see hum in the table. आप यहाँ देखिए, you have to search where hum is there in the table. कहाँ पर hum है? hum ఎక్కడుంది? hum అనేది ఎక్కడుంది? ఇందులో we have to search hum. Here see, my is there, tum is there. Yes, hum is here, hum is there. Subject hum, and it is plural. We know we means plural. Subject is hum, and it is plural. Now, step 3, look at the table. Now, look into the table where we can see hum. Here, we can see hum in the table. Next, fourth step. Root verb is ja. Here, take any verb. But example, we have taken root verb. The root verb we have taken ja. Here, go is in the sentence go is there. So we have to take ja. ఇక్కడ జా ఉంది కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ గో ఉంది కాబట్టి మనం ఇక్కడ జా తీసుకున్నాం. యూ కెన్ చేంజ్ రూట్ వెర్బ్. అండర్స్టాండ్? సో in step 3, look into the table where you can see hum, and in step 4, the root verb is ja. In root verb is ja here because it is go, and this ja agrees with the subject in gender and number. I already told you, we discussed that in future tense, the verb agrees with subject in gender and number. Hum is here, hum is subject, and it is in plural. But we don't know it is in masculine or feminine. Next, step 5. Find out whether the subject is male or female. Find out whether the subject is male or female and singular or plural. We know it is a plural. Hum indicates plural. Now find out whether the subject is male or female. There is no indication. When there is no indication, we have to think that the subject is in male, masculine. Suppose if you think it is a female, check in the feminine column opposite to hum. यहाँ पर हम, if you think that hum is feminine gender, look at the opposite in the feminine column. We have to add yengi. Hum jayengi. Hum jayengi. If hum is plural, we will go to market. If we is masculine and plural, then we have to write hum jayenge. Hum jayenge. If subject is masculine, if subject is feminine, hum jayengi. కర్త ఇక్కడ హమ్ మరి పుల్లింగం అయితే జా ఏంగే, కర్త స్త్రీలింగం అయితే హమ్ జా ఏంగి. హమ్ జాయేంగే, హమ్ జాయేంగే. నెక్స్ట్, Now insert the object bazaar. Bazaar between the subject and verb. Here we taken hum and we added yenge or yengi. Yenge in masculine, yengi in feminine. Hum jayengi. Now insert object between subject and verb. Hum bazaar jayengi. That's all. Very easy. If hum is masculine, hum bazaar jayenge. So I think you understood well. But you have to remember rule. What is the rule? In future tense, the verb agrees with the subject in gender and number. यहाँ पर हम plural है और हम is plural. Next, हम is mass feminine. So here, come into the feminine table and look opposite. Hum is plural and feminine. In feminine table, yenge is there, yengi is there. Hum jayengi. If it is masculine, hum jayengi. Understand? Okay. We'll go to the next slide. देखिए, look at these. These are all root verbs. Plus, if suppose we are using with मैं आऊंगा, मैं आऊंगी. तुम आओगे, तुम आओगी. तुम जाओगे, तुम जाओगी. तुम आप जाएंगे, आप जाएंगे. Like this, you can use these root verbs with एंगे एंगी table. आपको दिखाया था मैं. I have shown you table. होगा होंगी, होगे होगी, येंगे येंगी, येगा येगी. So you can write many sentences in future tense using these root verbs. Understand? Next, see, generally we have to add होगा होंगी, होगे होगी, येंगे येंगी, येगा येगी. But while adding, just you have to take care. खेल plus येंगे, खेलेंगे, not खेलाएंगे. Okay, this is wrong usage. खेल plus येंगे, खेलेंगे. If the verb ends with a, then we have to keep the verb बनाएंगे. See, बना plus येंगे, बनाएंगे, not बनेंगे. But बन plus येंगे, बनेंगे. बना plus येंगे, बनाएंगे. Okay, understand? खेल plus येंगे, खेलेंगे, because the law here the verb ends with short. Do not add. You mix the total svar. खेल plus येंगे, खेलेंगे. बन plus येंगे, बनेंगे. But bana plus येंगे, ban is a verb, but bana is also a verb. बन plus येंगे, बनेंगे. बना plus येंगे, बनाएंगे. सुन plus येंगे, सुनेंगे. And सुना plus येंगे, सुनाएंगे. Understand? So these खेलाएंगे is wrong usage, बनेंगे is wrong usage. Here सुनेंगे is wrong usage. Here सुना plus येंगे, सुनाएंगे. Like this, while adding येगा येगी, होगा होंगी, होगे होगी, येंगे येंगी, येगा येगा, we have to take care. So plus येंगे सोएंगे, so plus होगा सोऊंगा, रो plus होगा रोऊंगा, रो plus येंगे रोएंगे. सी प्लस होगा सीऊंगा, सीऊंगी, सीएंगे, सीएंगी. Like this, पीऊंगा, पीऊंगी. Just remember, they plus होगा दूंगा, they plus होंगी दूंगी. Like this, चलूंगा, सुनूंगा, करूंगा, खेलूंगा, हंसूंगा. चलूंगी, सुनूंगी, करूंगी, खेलूंगी, हंसूंगी. Like this, you can utilize all the root verbs while preparing future tense. Okay. Next. अभी आपको धन्यवाद बताने का समय आ चुका है. थैंक यू माय डियर चिल्ड्रन. और हम फिर मिलेंगे एक और टॉपिक को लेकर. तब तक मैं आपसे विदा लेना चाहता हूं. एंड आई thankful to all my students because I learned everything from these kids. And so these are my strength. My strength is my children. If you do not understand, ask me again. I'll prepare very easily again. I'll prepare very easy sentences if you do not understand this. Until then, thank you very much. Thank you, my dear children.